and welcome back to our channel. On this channel, we talk about mental health with a special focus on how it affects us as a DID system. And it has been a while. So I figured we would do an update video to talk about like what's been going on. And I'm filming this while I'm cooking. I'm waiting for some things to get done. The rice is done. I've got chicken cooking. I've got carrots in the oven, and I've still got to make the sauce. And Ariana was out and was really enjoying cooking. And then something triggered me out, but I don't know who I am. And I'm hoping Ariana triggers back in so she can finish cooking, because she enjoys doing that and she hasn't had a chance to front lately. So what's been going on with us is that we have not had the energy and motivation to do the things that we want to do. Like, this year was really supposed to be like the year that we like really dug in and we wanted to film more videos and make more content and post more on Instagram, and it just hasn't happened because our energy and motivation has been zero. And we talked with our therapist yesterday, and she was like, you guys, you're depressed, and you've been depressed for a while. And she wanted us to talk to our psychiatrist. So we talked to our psychiatrist today, and he's upping one of our medications. So we'll see if that helps. It's hard because yesterday we were talking to our therapist about our bipolar diagnosis and wondering if like it's an accurate diagnosis or if it's just the DID was looking like bipolar to the people that diagnosed us. And so wondering if like we actually do have bipolar disorder or if it's just the DID. And our therapist is upping our mood stabilizer because we're on an antidepressant and a mood stabilizer, among other things. And he said that for bipolar depression, that it's the mood stabilizer that needs to be increased to deal with bipolar depression. But the problem is, if we don't have bipolar disorder and it was the DID, then we have unipolar depression, and I don't know how adjusting the mood stabilizer is going to help with that. But we're going to give it a try and we're going to see what happens with it. But that's basically what's been going on with us, is we've been dealing with a lot of depression. He doesn't want to be picked up, but if I put him down, he starts yelling at me. You have plenty of food. What do you want? So hopefully his meows aren't too loud for the video, because I don't want to have to film this again. We started filming this while we were prepping our food, and it turned out like Ariana couldn't prep the food and do the video at the same time, so we started over and Ariana wasn't in front anymore. Now our cat's being a pain, but we're gonna get through this because it has been a while since we posted, and we wanted to let you guys know what's been going on. It's probably gonna be a pretty short video because Ariana was totally in the filming mood and I am like not, and I'm pretty sure this is Natasha. So that's what's been going on with us, and it's been really hard dealing with the depression, because with the depression that we've been in and the fact that we're homeschooling right now, Shell has been in front most of the time and actually like hasn't been able to leave the front very often. And so it's been a struggle for her because she gets more exhausted because she's out all the time. And it's a struggle for the rest of us because we don't get the fronting time that we're used to, which is, I'm hoping Ariana switches out again to finish with the meal to make the sauce that's going with it, because she really was enjoying herself. And I wish I hadn't gotten triggered out and interrupted her, but you know, with DID, we don't get to control our switches. So our life has basically been homeschooling. Like our life revolves around our son right now. And I think that like as we've gotten more depressed, we've isolated ourselves more, and with the depression, we get tired and we don't have the motivation to do things, and then we feel guilty for not doing the things we need to do or want to do because we're too tired to do it, and then the guilt just leads to more depression, which makes us more. So it's this terrible vicious cycle. And I'm hoping that by adjusting our meds, it'll be enough to at least like kick us out of the cycle, and we can start doing the, like, because you know, like depression medication alone isn't always going to help. There's other things we need to be doing. Like we need to get out of the house more, we need to socialize more, but it's hard to do that when you don't have any energy or motivation to do it. So fingers crossed that the medication works. I know this video is kind of rambly. That partly has to do with the fact that like we were like, okay, we just need to film and like get something up to show that we're still here and we're alive. We're struggling. But also because Ariana was the one that wanted to film, and then I switched out just as we started filming like the second time. And so now I'm rambly because I wasn't prepared to film. So yeah, so sorry if this video is kind of disorganized and chaotic. We are still hoping to film more in the future. It's just a matter of being able to set up the camera and film, having the energy to do it and the motivation to do it, while like right now we look a mess. Like our face, we're sweaty, our hair's a mess, there's background noise, but it was because Ariana was like, I just want to film. So we might do more videos like this, hopefully a little more organized than this, but just more like maybe filming while we're doing stuff, just so that because it's hard for us to like sit down and get the camera set up and things like that. And the fact of the matter is like nobody's forcing us to film, we're not getting paid for it, but we do enjoy doing it, so we want to be able to do it more. And it's like the same thing with TikTok. We haven't been as consistent with TikTok as we wanted to be, but again, nobody's forcing us, nobody is paying us to do it. And I think like a struggle that Ariana figured out today was that like we figured out that like the peak time for us to film to get the most views the fastest is between 3:30 and 4 our time. And so, but sometimes like our motivation to film doesn't line up with that time frame. And sometimes like when that happens, we'll like save it in our drafts and post it the next day. But like sometimes, you know, it'll be like 7 p.m. and somebody's out and wants to film, and it's like, oh, we can't film because if we post this now, it's not going to get as many views. But we're like, if we're going forward and treating this like a hobby and not caring about views, then we need to just film and post. And I think it'll make us feel better to do that. So hopefully, like, and the hard thing is like Shell's a perfectionist, so it's hard to get her on board with that kind of thing. But maybe if we start switching more again, like today is promising because we've been switching, then more people can like start to film and get out what they want to say, and we'll post more regularly. It just won't necessarily be at the prime time. And then with Instagram, what we've discovered is we don't like Instagram Reels. It's not as easy. Like the interface for filming is not as great as TikTok is, and the quality isn't as good. So we just don't enjoy filming on Reels as much as we do on TikTok. So we're probably not going to continue doing that for the time being. If TikTok ends up getting banned in the future, then we'll revisit that. But what we might keep doing is, for a little bit we were posting photos with updates, and we might start doing that instead of doing Reels. And then you can find us on TikTok for our shorter videos, and as our motivation and energy allows, we will post here on YouTube. But we do have video ideas in the work, and ideas that we need to research and script and film. It's just a matter of finding the motivation to do it. And it's been hard with the depression, so hopefully the medication change makes a big enough difference. But yeah, we don't really have a whole lot to talk about because there's not a lot going on in our lives. We stay home, we do schoolwork, we cook dinner and watch YouTube, and that's about it. But hopefully, if we can start to turn our mood around, we can start to be more active and be more enjoyable, I guess. But yeah, we just wanted to do a quick update to let you know what's going on, and until next time, take care and stay well. Bye.